10:30-ish. And Steve is cutting up leftover yummy steak dinner from last night for lunch. I have spent my morning, I got up about, what, like 10:30-ish again?
No, you got up even before that.
Oh, I guess I did. Okay, so it's very, very confusing. And I know I talk about it all the time.
Right around 10.
It's confusing that the clock in our room is 30 minutes fast. Because 30 minutes is a lot of time. It's definitely the difference between, I'm kind of on time, to, oh my goodness, I'm late and never gonna get somewhere. And when you're 2/3 or more asleep, doing the 30-minute conversion doesn't always work. Anyways, I got up at a very reasonable time, especially considering I did not go to bed till 3:30, 3:45, because I was finishing an almost hour-long tutorial and getting everything formatted so that it could save overnight, because it took forever for that much footage to save. But everything with that is now complete. I spent my morning after I showered and got around and retrimmed some of my hair bits so it's a little less scraggly till it grows out a bit. I spent that playing with more yarny things and coming up with more happy yarny patterns, which should hopefully be available soon-ish. I know that I mentioned that the face scrubbies were up on Crochet Hangout. There's also a one-piece soap sack, which I think is kind of a cool design. Like the little hangy strap bit is all one piece. So the whole thing, you end up with 2 ends to weave in, one piece. Nice present for numerous holidays or to have on hand. You could also shove like candy or other assorted items in it. Might be actually a good thing to stick in like a swap package with like tea or some treats in it, but still have a handmade. Just saying. Anyways, now we're gonna go eat lunch. Hopefully this afternoon I'm gonna do some more filming. Our dishwasher was running and well, I am here when I film and the dishwasher is over there being noisy.
With the removed noise canceller.
Yeah, we used to have our dishwasher in our utility room, and you know, there's like this layer of batting stuff in it. Well, living on a farm in the country, we had some mice move into it, which is disgusting. And so we removed it because, well, yeah, mice, ew. And also it, I didn't want to, you could replace it, like we could buy a new one, but now I'm grossed out by the fact of having like a squishy cloth thing that mice can get into in our kitchen. So we're just going to let it be noisy when it's noisy. It's not a big deal. It just is kind of a big deal if I want to film things. But it was my fault. I was supposed to turn the dishwasher on before I went to bed last night, and I kind of forgot. But I did remember to turn the fridge back on before I went to bed.
Potatoes in the microwave?
So that was good. No, they're right in front of you.
Have they been heated?
No, they're right in front of you. I'm a little behind the ball. I decided to talk to you all instead of finish my job. I was supposed to be doing of heating up lunch. So, anyways, we're going to go eat lunch. Probably watch some Gilmore Girls. Oh, yeah. So I was watching this video the other day all about how to drink coffee like the Gilmore Girls. And like this group of people in an office took a challenge to drink 6 8-ounce cups of black coffee every day. And oh my goodness, these people were rookies at coffee drinking.
And that was the whole day, right?
That was the whole day. No, it wasn't just while they were at work. It was like in a whole day you have to drink 6 cups of black coffee. And they all acted like it was going to kill them. Honestly. Which maybe that means that I have a coffee problem as well. But really, you can't drink 48 ounces of coffee in a day and exist happily. Because I don't know if I can exist happily without it, to be honest. And certainly,
3 coffees it is.
Certainly, the people around me are not as happy if I don't get my coffee. Right, Steve?
Correct.
What were you doing outside?
Today I split the last of the wood that was stacked over by our garden. Used the tractor splitter today, and it actually worked, so that was awesome.
So it was warm enough for the hydraulic fluid to run and everything
Yes, it finally got warm enough yesterday. I was telling Neil when he was up here all about how there wasn't enough any power to lift the bucket up even because it was still clearly too thick. And he sits down and immediately goes up and down and up and down and up and down. It's like, well,
apparently
now it works.
Glad he fixed it.
Yes. And so we did that, and then I went and chainsawed.
Was that fun?
It was, and I used up the rest of the gas that was in our tank, so we will need some more when we go to the library on Tuesday. And then I went for a bike ride with the kids.
Oh yes, I'm gonna share. So Steve had a weird homesteader type related nightmare.
It wasn't a nightmare. It was just a weird
But I was
dream.
gonna say, like, nightmare status, you're homesteader type person, because I don't know that we count as homesteaders, but we're like on the cusp. Is to dream about chainsawing and flip-flops. And the lumber being so small, you need to use your feet to hold it in place, and that being very distressing.
Concerning, not distressing, concerning.
You were concerned, but you weren't distressed? I would have been distressed that my toes were gonna fly off.
Well, they never officially told me the challenge in the dream. So I don't...
So you just assumed flip-flops plus chainsaw plus tiny sticks meant cut your toes off?
But I didn't know if the sticks were actually involved or how it was going to go.
Anyways, that's what we dream about around here at Happenstance Place. I think there might be something in the water, other than all of the minerals.
Would you like the fatty piece to chew all the meat off
I will
of?
take the fatty piece to chew all the meat off. Fatty piece with chewy meat.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning again, and here I am sitting in what appears to be the same place as I'm, like, always sitting. But I really have been up this evening, and since everybody went to bed, which went remarkably smoothly tonight, despite the fact that Steve had to go to work tonight, so, like, he was asleep before they went to sleep. Yeah, bedtime went smoothly, and then I worked on finishing a tutorial. Everything is now filmed, despite my battery dying multiple times, and yeah. Anyways, I'm now just impatiently waiting for files to load and do what they need to do so that I can do what I need to do. And I hear the little hamsters inside my computer, like, chugging along. They're just not chugging quite fast enough for my liking. So, anyways, this afternoon and this evening, we watched Gilmore Girls as a family. We're still on season 1, and I realized something today I was telling Steve about. I was saying that, you know, like, being fans of Gilmore Girls and having seen all the seasons so many times, for me, made the revival, I mean, better in some ways, because we already, like, knew a lot of the little things. So some of the little things that were clearly just thrown in there to make everybody, like, happy, like, little inside jokes, stuff, that I appreciated. But it's very interesting because I found the characters highly obnoxious in the revival. Both Lorelai and Rory. First of all, Rory was an idiot in the revival, and Lorelai was, like, crazy self-absorbed and, like, to an obnoxious level. Both characters had been pretty self-absorbed throughout the show, but I felt like there was always that, like, tinge of good intent. And in the revival, I did not get good intent. I just got super duper self-centered. But then, rewatching the show, clearly, you know, when the show began, it was the vision of the creators that created these characters. And I think over time, with different writers and stuff, and strong writers, the characters became more well-rounded and more likable, to be honest. And then, obviously, we all know that, like, season 7 was not at all what the creators intended, and the revival is how they intended the story to end. And maybe the revival would have been better if it had been set, like, at the point of season 7, instead of claiming that a 30-year-old woman is as pathetic as Rory was in the revival. Anyways, watching season 1 of Gilmore Girls again, Lorelai is driving me crazy. She is so obnoxious and so self-absorbed and so pathetic. Like, real people would not, I mean, not their TV characters, but real people don't act that way. And when they do, nobody likes them, nobody talks to them. And anyways, it's just been frustrating me to the point where I'm not really enjoying watching Gilmore Girls this time. But that's all right. We're almost through season 1, and I'm sure it's going to get better. I mean, Jess is going to be part of the show soon, and it gets better when Jess is involved. It just does. Anyways, I am going to go and impatiently watch files load because that's going to make this better. And then I'm going to go to bed here in just a little bit. I just have 2 or 3 more things that I need to crop so that they can compress overnight. And I will see you in the morning. Nighty-night.